What up, Long Beach? Welcome back to the 562. It's Mike.
And Tyler, and this More League football highlight is brought to you by the fine folks down at Naples Rib Company. All of our football coverage this year is sponsored by Poly alums Tyson Ruffins and Wowo Moy Jr. And all of our Cabrillo coverage is sponsored by the Cone family. Thank you to all of our sponsors.
It is senior night on the west side. Excited for these guys, but nobody happier to be on this field than Long Beach Poly's Kevin Alexander III, K3, one of those transfers who is ruled ineligible for 2 years by the CIF, but he was cleared and made eligible this morning. So this is his first game of the season. Meanwhile, the Jaguars looking for their first More League victory, Tyler.
Yeah, let's hop right into it. And Uno was wasting very little time. Kamari Smith says, if you kicks it, I feel compelled to six it, and that's exactly what he's going to do as he goes, I believe, untouched to the crib. A great way for the Jackrabbits to start this one out as Kamari got loose in a hurry.
Yeah, and it's great to see Uno back there where he belongs in the end zone for sure, Tyler. Jackrabbits defense would get a 3-and-out stop on the first drive, but as it turns out, it would not be a 3-and-out because Cabrillo is going for it on 4th and long from their own 27. They do not get it. And so it's going to be ball back to Poly right away, shortly after that long kickoff return for a touchdown. And it's Steven Buddha Hunter, electric with the ball in his hands. He's going to get them down to the 1-yard line. And then Tristan Ace Ventura laces out into the end zone. So kind of while people are still filtering in from the parking lot, all of a sudden, Poly up by 2 scores.
Einhorn is Finkel, and then Aiden Matthew with the pick, and if you pick it, you got to six it. I am impressed that he stayed up so that he could return that. A great play by Matthew as now the Poly defense gets in. They score on offense, special teams, and defense. First 3 touchdowns.
And legend Gale looking for Jaden Coley, and he done caught the Coley ghost, Tyler.
Oh,
what a nice move by Coley. He's going to get to the sideline and get in for a 45-yard touchdown that puts Poly up 29-0, just 5.5 minutes into this game. Working on some situational stuff. They pooch it and recover it. I'd say that's about as late in the game as you could get away with that on the sportsmanship meter.
Yeah, we've probably seen enough of that. And then, Galei to Smith. And what a touchdown for Kamari. Just an absolute blur up that sideline. Some of the best speed in the city, obviously. And already 2 touchdowns very quickly for Uno.
For sure. Love to see the playmaker making plays. Galei is now looking for Coley. He's going to find him. Coley doing a good job running his route, getting to the sideline. And then you obviously know Galei is always going to look for Jaden Hernandez. And Hernandez, wow, these Poly receivers were running hard tonight, Tyler.
Yeah, that kid's a load and tough to bring down for sure. Then Keon Ray. Ooh, it's that sweet baby Rays. Good for any type of barbecue, Mike. In the end zone for the touchdown. Make it 43-0 here in the first quarter. That's wild.
And then, you know the night's going well when the ball boys are getting their celly practice in. No drops for the Jackrabbits in this one, on or off the field. And we get back to game action with the Jackrabbits defense all over the Jags. They did not gain positive yardage total in the first half. Meanwhile, Poly gets the ball back, and Buddha is going to find enlightenment in the end zone. Anthony Rodriguez would find the football, but the Jackrabbits had already scored to go up 49-0. Galei here, play of the night. I don't have a good shot of it. Galei's in the grass, but flips it to Coley, and that is going to be a converted 2-point conversion that makes it 51-0 Jackrabbits.
Yeah, we call that the Coley Moly. Then Cal commit Deion Jackson back there in coverage ball hunting, and he bags one along the sideline as he was able to go and get that football. I think he'd be all right after that.
Yes, for sure. He's fired up to have that interception, and then Galei is going to roll out. And he's finding Jaden Hernandez once again. And I think you can safely say Hernandez not avoiding contact as he's running downfield and bringing green jerseys with him.
Yeah, that 9's coming right at your face mask. Then it's Ace Ventura 2 when nature calls. You speak Huachutu? It's 57-0 Poly as they are rolling in this one.
Galei looking for Hernandez again in the second quarter, and what a nice run after catch by Hernandez. He's looking like prime Gronk right here. Running, I mean, the combination of physicality and athleticism, a rare thing. He is going to take it in. That's going to make it 64-0 Poly just before halftime. Wow.
Yeah, that's not a score that you see often, and
certainly not at this time of the game. And then here we got Kevin Alexander with the fumble sack. As we mentioned, this is the player who was cleared this morning by the CIF after sitting out the first 8 games of the season. So very happy to see him make that play. Now, Poly's going for a 42-yard field goal just before halftime. The score is 64-0.
Oh?
Jonas Mendoza made all his extra points tonight, but just misses this one. and Poly narrowly misses out on a natural 6-7 tie.
Yeah, that would have set the world on fire there, Mike. Maybe it's better that he missed, to be quite honest. Then Toa Cagnolati with the reverse punt that will end up as a safety as Poly tacks onto their score. Then Galei on the move and running through contact. Obviously, not Poly's starting quarterback to start the year, but not a conventional quarterback with his size. Tough to bring down.
For sure, very tough to bring down. He's going to put it on Coley in traffic there. Coley would somehow escape that scrum and get the ball inside the 10 for the Jackrabbits. And then, hey, Cabrillo's got Jaguars, Poly's got a Cheetah. He's going to run that in for the Jackrabbits. That would put them up 72-0 at the end of the third quarter. So obviously clock's been running in the second half. Jags still fighting. A lot of respect for the way they kept fighting in this game. Great pursuit to the sideline here. They're going to shut down the conversion attempt by Poly. But that Poly defense was locked in. Only 12 yards of total offense for Cabrillo in this one. However, the play of the night for the Jags, Fernando Llanos hit Stephen Walker, and he's walking on sunshine. First down Jags on their biggest play of the evening.
Yeah, Stephen Johnny Walker getting up the sideline, a first down for the Jags as they try to move the sticks and try to hit the scoreboard late in this game. Head coach Malcolm Manuel taking timeouts for the Jags to keep going for it. We love that aggressiveness to the final whistle. Unfortunately, Buddha going to find enlightenment again as he dives in for this interception and gets the ball back to the Jackrabbits, but still, Cabrillo not rolling over.
No, Jaguars not going anywhere. That green swarm rallying to the ball. And a lot of respect to Malcolm Manuel, like I said, for calling timeout, stopping that running clock to give his team a chance to make more plays. They would end up getting a turnover here from the Jackrabbits to end the game. The Jackrabbits going on to win it 72-0. Really well played game for Poly. Very clean, very few penalties. They would, because of the turnover, end up running wind sprints after a 72-0 win time.
Probably didn't need that, but the Jackrabbits still in line at a potential Moore League championship, depending on results next week. They are hosting Compton on their senior night at Vets. You want coverage of that and all other sports in Long Beach, got to stay right here, the562.org.